Among the many capabilities in Microsoft Power BI, creating a custom tooltip can be very helpful. Here we have a map visual showing 3 different categories for each state, but aiming the mouse at the pie wedges is touchy. You can see especially with some of the smaller ones here. Getting the point exactly on the wedge we want is a little bit of a thing. So we'll use a custom tooltip to make the info easier to see, and I'll get out of focus mode for this next part. We've actually taken the liberty of setting up the tooltip graphic already, since it's really just another visual and therefore pretty straightforward. But there are a couple of key steps I'll point out. So having gone to the tooltip page, one thing we need to do is tell the program we're going to use the page as a tooltip rather than just another page of visuals. And we can do this by going to the Visualizations pane and clicking the second of the main icons here, Format Your Report Page, and then opening up the Page Information section. And we can see here that we can switch on the feature for allowing the use as a tooltip, which is certainly one of the key steps. Another thing is in the Canvas settings, we may want to change the proportion or type here from 16 by 9 to whatever the program thinks of as a standard tooltip size. We also did name the page Tooltip, Sales by Category. That's not really necessary or required, but it's certainly desirable for easy selection. Once we've got the visual built, we can save, of course, if need be, and go back to the other page in the report and tie it into the visual that it is set up for. The next thing then is to select the visual. I'll just go back to focus mode on our map here. And since we're going to use the tooltip to represent the region and category data, we can actually go back to the visuals pane. We can go to the legend area, and what we're going to do is replace category from the table of products with region from the table of customers. Just drag the thing in. Since we can only have one item for the legend, we see here that now it's by region. So the purple dots represent the western states, the dark blue represent the northeast, and so on. Then we need to tell the program about selecting the tooltip to replace what's currently sitting here. So if we go back to the visuals pane again, and again we go to the Format Your Visual, we can look down to the General section here, and coming off there in the Tooltips section, you can open that up, and we can see that the type at the moment is Report Page, which is fine, but we don't want to go with Auto. That would be a default. We want to click the drop down, and now, since we enabled the other page to be a tooltip, the name being incidental, we can click on Tooltip Sales by Category. And if we're going to publish the report later online, there's one other little thing we can do. We can go back to our main report here, and we can tell the tooltip page that we want to hide it. We, as the creator of the report, can go ahead and mess around with it, but if we hide it here, it means that it won't be visible if we publish online. Does all of this require some prep? Yes, but it gives us a significant degree of flexibility when we build visuals and the ability to show exactly what we need in the tooltips. Oh, one last thing. Please bear in mind that Microsoft updates Power BI pretty regularly, and features like these occasionally get moved around. So check which version you have before looking at this and other procedures within the program.